On the face of it, Western Africa has been struck with a coup epidemic. As just 5 weeks after the military junta captured power in Niger, the military in Gabon has deposed President Ali Bongo Ondimba immediately after he'd won the elections. But make no mistake about this, what is being witnessed in these African nations is not just a coup epidemic. What is unfolding is a new scramble for Africa, where the old colonialist power France is being shunted out, and new players, namely Russia and China, are entering the realm in a very big way. Our next report gets you the details. Elections are literally the dance of democracy. But what happens when an extremely unpopular leader wins an election? When Ali Bongo Ondimba, the man who'd been the Gabonese president since 2009, was declared the winner on the 30th of August, little did he know that in a matter of few minutes, the military would roll in its troops and make him a prisoner inside his own presidential palace. And what was worse, the very people who Ali Bongo thought had voted for him were cheering the Gabonese troops in their putsch.
The national and international community is informed that Mr. Ali Bongo Ondimba is being kept under house arrest. He is surrounded by his family and doctors. An investigation will be carried out by the competent authorities, and those concerned will answer for their actions. Gabonese people, we are finally on the road to happiness. May God and the hands of our ancestors bless Gabon. Honor and loyalty to the fatherland. I thank you.
C'est enfin notre essor vers la félicité.
The Gabonese army further announced that the election results were annulled. The country's borders shut and all institutions of the republic had been dissolved. And the most striking aspect of this coup was that instead of shock and anger on the streets by the common people, there were wild celebrations. And the president was forced to appeal for help.
To make noise for the people here have arrested me. And my family, my son is somewhere, my wife is in another place, and I'm at the residence. Right now, I'm in the residence, and nothing happening. Nothing is happening. I don't know what's going on. So I'm calling you to make noise, really. I'm thanking you. Thank you.
Gabon is the latest Francophone nation to be jolted by a military takeover. And with this, the 55-year-long stranglehold on power by the Bongo family has come to an end. Ali Bongo's father, Omar Bongo, had captured power in 1967 and had ruled with an iron grip of the nation under the pernicious policy of France-Afrique, surrendering the nation's financial sovereignty in exchange for French guarantees of security. So can France now help out the Bongo family?
France would be a bit embarrassed because it has condemned the coup in Niger in the name of democracy and the democratic legitimacy of the ousted president. But now it will be difficult for it to ask for the reinstatement of Ali Bongo on his presidential throne because everyone knows that he cheated in the last election. And even in France, some had pointed out this cheating.
The coup in Gabon is similar to the coup that took place in Niger. As in both cases, it was the presidential guard which took the lead in arresting the president, and the National Army backed the presidential guard. But a key difference in the ouster of the Bongo family is that the military action was precipitated due to corruption and allegations of electoral fraud, rather than being a direct result of the ruinous policy of France-Afrique. According to the World Bank, Gabon has one of the highest per capita incomes in sub-Saharan Africa at $9,000. But more than a third of the population lives in dire poverty. Despite the fact that Gabon is blessed with rich natural resources, especially oil and cocoa. 90% of Gabon is covered with thick forests. But much of the country's wealth went into the pockets of those who had formed a coterie around the ruling family. Since 1950, there have been a total of 242 successful military coups around the world, of which the African continent has accounted for 106. And within Africa, Sudan has recorded the highest number of coups at 17, while the Central African nation of Burundi has recorded 11 coups in the last 7 decades. Sierra Leone, Ghana and Burkina Faso have recorded 10 coups each, while Guinea-Bissau and Comoros have witnessed a putsch a total of 9 times. Nigeria, Niger, Mali and Benin have witnessed successful coups 8 times each. As this map will show you, the Sahel region of Africa is also known as the coup belt of Africa. At the heart of this political instability are factors like economic backwardness, corrupt leaders and foreign interference to exploit the natural resources of Africa. While the erstwhile colonial power France is being shown the door, there is now a steady expansion of influence by both Russia and China on the African continent. This is a new scramble for Africa's resources.